Well, what's going on, guys? It's BV here, and we are finding ourselves in darkness. What is going on? No, just playing. I know exactly what's happening. So apparently, after the patch recently, we essentially have found ourselves without a generator. So generators basically despawned. That's fun, right? After a patch, and yeah, we know this is build 42 unstable release. Therefore, you have to deal with some issues. So, I'm already aware that essentially we need to go find some generators again. There's a chance that places outside of your home base have completely reset that had generators there. So that is our hope. We gotta go. So for me, hi, good luck tonight. Sorry for the patch being bit. Yeah, what's going on, PR? But yeah, the hope is for us to be able to go back over to the industrial zone at the storage containers and potentially find our generators. But if they're not there, the issue that I understand is essentially every generator you've seen could have despawned. So that means you have to find brand new ones, and that means going to new areas. The good part about our save, and let's pull up the map real quick, is one, we do have food in the ground, so our farm will be fine. Our refrigerator probably will go. Two, we have not hit every place in town. So any of these garages that are around, could potentially have a generator still. And remember that we did find a generator over near the the scrap yard, and we just never got our hands on it. So we have some options, but I'm hoping that those locations didn't despawn. So that said, we're no stranger to go without power. It's okay with me, and we have plenty of gas, so the car is not really going to be much of an issue. The real problem is, are we going to lose the food in the refrigerator? And it's going to go off. That's fair. So, but we already know we can get more. A little bit of foraging, and we call it a day, right? So, not a huge deal. But I could see other people being like, "Oh my god, my save!" Anyway, so still sad that you need to connect gas station again too. Yes, we need to find two generators. Good point. So that said, let's do it. We have limited time. Life is short, and time is money. Well, in this case, time is life, because if you spend too much time doing nothing, you will starve yourself to death. All right, so let's get to it. No more recapping. We just got to do the work and not complain, right? As far as that goes, I did see in the patch notes they changed the way that you gain skills for masonry. So if I were to go back out with my pickaxe, I would be gaining skills every time I break a rock. And that's nice, but that follows literally the day after we've done all the work to start the process of building our grindstone. So yay for me, right? Oh, that said, I don't remember what we're missing on the grindstone. Hang on. So I'm saying grind. Yeah, the mill, not grindstone. I apologize. We needed one more large stone. And then the bucket of clay cement is probably the only thing I don't know how to make at the moment. So bucket, so mix bucket of clay cement, which is just any bucket. No, it doesn't even need a bucket. You just need a sack of sand with clay and water in a bucket. I'm assuming in a bucket. You can use a carved bucket. Perfect. So we're good to go. So we have all these things to make the bucket of clay cement, which is good. The only thing that we're missing in this entire setup at the moment is one more large rock, and of course get our hands back on a generator. Two of them. Like I said, let's get to that. I'm not going to waste any resources, so we're going to do our best to eat the food that we have. We'll do our water again and move from there. Parasu, how are you doing this evening? I saw PRMR pop in and say that they got things going on, so that's fine. Things happen in life. Hydration pack. Swap. Do this. Did this transfer system change? I feel like this changed a little bit. Or just got wider. It's the interface thing. Interface got changed. Okay. Transfer liquids. And hydration pack again. Swap. First. Do that. Good. get started like that. Actually, grab the food, make our bowl of food. Fruit salad? I don't think I have a lot of fruits. No, it's just dried apricots, right? Yeah. So it's just salad, which is fine. I've got that sweet potato in there, and the sweet potato looks awesome. It does have a high amount of calories. I just saw they added the icons here, so you can actually see the icons for what you're about to add now. Oh, that makes sense, especially for berries. If we had this back in the winter time when we were fighting to survive, we would have been able to select our berries a little bit better and know what we were sticking into our food. So that makes sense. I love this update. That's actually a really nice update to see. Good, thank you. I've been busy spring cleaning my family's kitchen. Happy finally enjoying my free time with your stream. How are you? I'm doing well. It was a very, very busy work day for me. I got to throw my weight around. I'm going to use that term, you know, for my position's authority. And that was hard for me because I'm not used to doing that. So I like to be a nice person. Anyway, yeah, let's get to it. So I'm going to take the vehicle this time. Yeah, we're going to take the vehicle this time. But if we don't find anything first time go, then we'll leave it next time. I'm trying to decide if I should take the trailer with me as well. I should take the trailer with me as well. Yeah, okay. Well, and by the way, Pharisee, are you, like, how's your run since the patch? Are you playing Build 42? I never actually asked if you're on Build 42 or Build 41. I'm gonna go this way instead so I don't run over the rest of my stuff. And alright, so I'm feeling nice and full. Salad keeps us going and we get rolling. I also have a cup of rosehip tea. I went to drink something herbal tonight and I had my rosehip left over, so rosehip tea for the evening. We got it done some way or another, so successful still. Yes, learning new stuff. Indeed. Indeed. I agree with this level of the music right now because this is how I feel. Like, I need everyone to acknowledge the work that we have put in and the work we have to put in again to have stable life. Oh, yeah. I also noticed the distribution of trees is a thing. Oh, there it is. So I don't know if you saw the bottom left right hand corner of the screen. We got errors popping up and I see it now. Any place that there was a generator relatively to where you are, you're gonna catch the error of the game basically despawning it. That sucks. Which means this did not reset. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. That means every time I've ever seen a generator, it's a no-go for me now. So these are not going to be here. Crap. Proof first. So one generator, not here. The other generator we had, which was the blue one, was originally found in here, not here. So definitely doesn't reset the cells that the generators were at. I'll call that out. Yeah, playing Build 42, but due to traveling, renovating, and so on and so forth, I've played 2 weeks or so. Ooh, that's rough. I know how that feels. You got to save just waiting for you to come back. All right. So we do have to go to new spaces and get new spawns to trigger, which is okay, kind of, but now I have to recognize the weapons I have. Okay. So that means there's no sense in me going over to the scrapyard either, because if I go to the scrapyard, that one's going to despawn anyway. So I say that there's a chance that the generators you've interacted with are the ones that are despawning, but if you haven't interacted with it, maybe it still exists in the space. Okay, anyway. But I just created a new character a half an hour ago. Keep thinking about new trait combinations. What are you trying to do with your character? That's a good question. You know, what's the profession? What are you trying to attempt? Chit chat with me while I deal with the ridiculousness. Whatever wrong, by the way, you can get away with just having one generator. You just have to be willing to cart it back and forth to the gas station every time you need gas. And that means you also need to have reserves in various different, setups. I've never liked the one generator setup. So 2 generators is better to have, way easier to manage. So. Ooh. Yeah, from what I've heard, all the generators just scatter or despawn, spawning them, interacting with them. Okay. So I don't know if, and that's the issue, right? A lot of people see generators. It doesn't mean you've actually interacted with them, and that's what I was thinking about. Has it actually spawned and you had to interact with it for it to despawn, or seeing a generator but not interacting with it is a saving grace? We'll see. And I have one test, which is right up here in a second once we get there. So in here, we will find zombies everywhere, of course. I don't know how much fighting I'm going to do tonight, but I'm going to definitely try to protect the van for as long as possible. Ooh, I forgot. Is that a sword or a machete? I hope it's this. It's not either. It's a knife. Watch. It's a knife. Come on, man. Bread knife. Ugh. Wait. I left the vehicle on for a reason. Sir. Let me put this in a position where I don't get stuck and I can run if I need to. Come on, ma'am. You move fast, don't you? Yeah, I mean, this is how we started our evening. The road to generators. Again, it's not a super big deal if we don't find one anytime soon, but it would be nice to get our hands on one immediately rather than later. Alright. Making the turn. Let's see how it goes. So killed everybody who decided to actually come out, which is good. And then we just roll in. You guys are cool. Indication would be if I see the arrow at the bottom of the screen again. That was a good way to tell. And we hit the turn. Ooh, there it is. Error again. So generator despawned. Oh, okay. No! Oh, look at it! So if you had not touched a generator, it will still be there. That's good information to have if you don't already know. Now, how do I get out of here and turn around? So I can get that generator. We can. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm dead. I'm not dead, but the vehicle's stuck for sure. All right. Kill it. Get out. Leave it. I don't want to lose the van, so that means I'll just fight my way through this and come back for it. But again, good information to have. If you've never touched the generator, it's still there. Which means I have 2 generators. I have 2 generators. We know there's one back at the intersection spot that we were at before. Okay. There's a lot of zombies to have to kill now. I got the van stuck. That sucks. Alright. Oh. Great news. Great news. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so I have to fight. I mean, I'm not fighting all of them right now, but I do have to fight. I did turn off the van, so gas will not run down and everything else will not break on us. But it's just gonna be some work. We're good? We're good. It feels good. Did you check the scrapyard? Yeah. Important to keep notes, man. You know, whether in your head or written down. Yeah, this is gonna be some work. And I activated this whole scrapyard. So. Ooh. We're good. Losers. See, this is why getting surgical with the axe or whatever your good weapon is gonna be, that's what you land into. Notice that I'm using the crude axe, not some great axe. We're doing the work. The Lord's work. Sorry. Let's take a look at that real quick. My health is fine. I'm just getting tired. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I can live with that. Sure. Alright. Now I just gotta decide. Yeah, I don't think I can stay. Have anything with me other than my mug? That's it? Okay. Search area. This is the other thing they worked on. They fixed, you know, a bunch of stuff in the foraging space, which I noticed, and they did a lot of like layers, I guess you would say. So I'm really looking forward to foraging feeling even better than it has before. And it already does. Look at that. I'm finding a bunch of stuff, and I didn't intend to. Just mushrooms galore. I will not. You guys are cool. Okay. Oh, wait. I remember they said that your search focus should feel more like search focus now. So let's see if that's true. Grab the line so that makes sense. Hello. Oh, no. You broke my axe and the stick. Broke both, yeah. Okay. We got, you know, lots of followers, but that's okay. Dominic's already trained in killing in good shape. I agree. Absolutely agree. We're going to oh, yes. Sunflower seeds. Keep that weight up. It feels good. It feels good. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They really did fix, you know, or foraging feels better. Let me say that right up front. No changes, no looky loos, blah. We just grab all kind of stuff. Foraging feels real good right now. Okay. Now? Oh, dude. I gotta focus. Like, not focus on this while I need to focus on staying alive and make it to a space where I can actually catch my breath. We're gonna get back to the van, get that generator, get generator number 2 a little bit later. It's gonna work out just fine. Can you die? Jesus. We're good? After I kill you two, I will take a seat. So I'm not gonna keep going. I'm just gonna eat the dandelion leaf because that's how we eat dandelions, flower head and all. I would like to keep my hatchet in good condition. Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. So a weapon in good condition is a weapon unused, and that doesn't make sense. So I can make what I need if I need to. Remember, we are a survival expert. All right, sit down, take a breath. Just give myself a look real quick. Ooh, I got a long memory. Sunflowers are my favorite flowers. Beautiful, useful. Do you got one? I picked up a sunflower head just now, if that's what you're asking about. Or if you're saying in real life. Actually, every year I grow a few sunflowers in my backyard. It's mostly for cosmetic purposes because, you know, I like the kids being able to see the sunflower head move with the sun. Like, that was the original reason why we had planted them. But in game, definitely becoming one of my favorite items for the spring. All right, catch our breath and go back at it. All right. Oh, do I mean I have a favorite flower? Okay, that's what you're asking. I like orchids. Like, if we're gonna be honest about it, right? So, and I know there are a lot of different varieties of orchids. It's the bell orchid, right? The one that hangs over a little bit. I like that one. There you go. Okay. Hello. What's up, guys? How you doing? You were supposed to be dying in one shot. You took 3, lady. God. Work the condition of my hatchet. I thought there was another zombie here with you. Are you by yourself? I'm gonna check this tree. Refuse to have anything come behind me. And There's no reason not to check the cars, right? And of course, the car is just locked. Hello. Good, 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 good. Dead. Alright, I'm gonna have to do some work to back out of here, so let's make that easy on ourselves, right? Perfect. Okay, come on. Let's do it. Let's do it. You have an axe. Oh, you have an axe. Thank you. What is that on your back? I like it. It's a small backpack. It's a 70 No, that's right. That's the same as a standard backpack. Okay. So we're using the hydration pack at the moment. I'm just gonna eat the sunflower seed. Get it in it. Get it in it. Come on, come on. Let's go to the left because you're the faster one. So you'll come at me and the other one's not. Perfect. You get the stompy stomp. Hello. Ah, yes. You just gotta work it through. Mm-hmm. Ain't no reason not to get some munchies in while we fight. Every swing is calories lost, right? So. I like how he was just sitting there until I looked at him. You don't see me? Yeah, I do. Jerk. Woo! Go now. I feel like the sound effects for hard at hearing feels better now as well. I'm gonna lie. Okay, you standing there I don't like, so thank you. Anyway, Pharisee, let's talk about that build that you're coming up with again as I fight. I was thinking about it. You know, what are you trying to achieve is the thought right now. Not gonna get through all of them. Can you move? Uh-huh. Oh, it's right there. God, you guys are messing up my shirt. You know that? These clothes were amazing not too long ago. You were taking way too many shots. Somebody else needs to have a turn. There you go. You trying to protect the ladies? Respect, homie. Respect. Alright, can I get a break? Y'all wearing me out. I'm not gonna catch a break at all. Alright, let me walk it out real quick. Back over this direction. Walk into the open field and then take a sit, I guess. Alright, we did that. That's nice. I have to go all the way in the open field. If I sit in the car, that gets me a car. Just any of these vehicles need to be open. I know this one's not. It looks like it's in great condition. I want to get into it later. But for the moment, I just need a seat. No? Perfect. Alright, so we'll unlock the trunk. Go at 2x speed because that one there. I'm hoping to catch a small break. Nope. Oh, I got it. Just enough. Started a new run on my laptop and created a ranger with the hunter traits. Sneaky, kill zombies. Kill you. Thank you for dying. Want to be sneaky, kill zombies, short knife too, like the animation and stab. Yes, so I have a knife build and it uses the hunter trait, so that makes a lot of sense. Actually though, to do that, don't use the park ranger. Use the chef. So if you do chef, hunter, and then do all the traits that support foraging, for example, you get the same benefits of this park ranger, but you focus on the knife instead. That's a better way to do it. Do lots of build theory crap. Sorry. That's a suggestion of mine. You don't have to do it my way. Anyway. Oh, well, the only issue with the chef would be you get more mushrooms than anything else while you're foraging, if you care about that. But a very good knife build. Okay, let's catch another 20-ish minutes and then we'll get moving. There you go. How are we doing? How are we doing? We're almost there. Back to the vehicle. It's only 7 o'clock, but we got to remember the sun going down. We will not have power, so. But. Yeah, I understand. Tried to pack a lot of traits into a single character. They're in a row, trait icons in the way. Yeah, okay, I get it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I always try to focus on the skills that are hard to max out. Like foraging is probably one of the easiest things to max out in game because of the way I play. But at the same time, it's one of the hardest things to max out if you're not a park ranger. Because what you find impacts the experience gains, not that you find. So finding 10 items, depending on what those items are the difference in how fast you will gain levels as park. Oh, within 14. Dang, that wasn't smart to me at all. All right, I gotta go. I can't. Yep, I'm gonna be surrounded and pincer attack happening. Well. All right, we're going home. We're definitely going home. So we're leaving the van here. We're walking out. Get back to the base. Just recognize that we are not going to get the car today. That's not bad, I guess. I'm gonna lose. Ow. Just wait until you're exhausted before you leave. You know, give what you can give each day, and once you're done giving all that you can give, get out of there without dying. Yeah, look at that. We're just walking out. Then we just walking around. See? You don't just freak out. You walk it out. Eat a couple mushrooms back on the way home. I'm gonna point out that mushroom's calorie count is 666. So I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm full. And we did get a whole sunflower head, which is another 10 sunflower seeds once I get it back and dried. All right. All right. Walk 2 trick. Walk 2 trick. Should be home before dark. Yeah. Feels good. All right. Goodness gracious. I'm going to start using the shift to run along with it. We can work on the running skill while we're out here. This does count, by the way, until he gets exhausted. But I'm eager to share some of my playthroughs with you guys on Discord. Have a chance to play again. Yes, I look forward to seeing them. Did I go too far? I did. Okay, so it's just straight down from here. Because this is farmland. And that's our farm. Alright, we made it back home. We didn't get ourselves killed. But we definitely will not have any lighting. So it'll probably be nice and still do work while we sit here, right? Now, is that a tree? Yeah, let's see or hear what it sounds like to cut down a tree. Oh, they changed that sound too. That's better. Believe the scythe is still in the van, unfortunately, no, so I can't cut the grass easily. And that's alright. Oops. Sorry. Alright. And I don't think it's bright enough for me to do the drying. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Flashlight, right? There you go. Oh, we already know we dry these for the tea. Should be good there. Garlic being dried makes it a seasoning. It can't be used for infections, but I rarely get infections in games, so I'll do that. Every time I try to create a character, I want to try something else, and then the ranger, but still end up with the ranger. Axe for it just to use for me. I agree. You know, from a survival perspective, you know, which I believe this game is built on, the park ranger is quite literally the best, the best of the list. Now, it doesn't make it the best combat, it makes it the best versatile. It can do everything decently well, and that's what makes survival go long. Realistically, at the end of the day, a jack of all trades will survive before the best fighter, the best cook, so on and so forth. It's really just because you have options. That's what it comes down to. You have options. All right, guys, let's see about our food. I'll actually eat something. I said that. I don't think we will. Yeah, okay, we're okay. We're okay. Gonna get rid of the limestone and the seeds. Despite how many items are in this cupboard, you know, it's basically just seeds, so. Go. Ugh. Back here, the limestone in the bin, and we should be okay. Oh, wait, I can work the hatchets. I can't. Why? Why? Thought hatchets could be sharpened here, or both of this. This one's going bad, I know it, so let me see about the smaller ones. Maybe that's better to do, but Grindstone said no. Bow, bow. Improvise waystone. There you go. And I sharpen. I cannot. Look at that. All right. This, do that, do this, back home, take a rest. Before I found you, I didn't know the potential of foraging. In the first few days of my runs, I would run around town trying to grab all the fresh fruits and veggies and freeze them. Because after that, everything is rotten. And yes, so I knew you can grow stuff, but that wouldn't apply to fruits. And that's a community issue. Like, a lot of players listen to other streamers who are like, foraging sucks and I don't like doing the time and blah, rather than acknowledging, you know, what you can do with foraging and its benefits. So if you put in the work for it, it goes far, but a lot of people just don't like it because, like, it takes me an hour to look for a rock. Okay, but you still found the rock, right? And eventually you're able to find a watermelon at level 10 if you put in the time. But people act like it's, I need it now, and that instant gratification is not what foraging is about. In real life, instant gratification is not what foraging is about. It takes time to identify a plant. Like, let's be real. So I don't know. I don't know if that's just, again, an issue with our community, or if that's, you know, just a cultural systemic problem. I can't tell you. But yeah, I'm a big fan of foraging in this game. All right, we made it. Oh goodness, what's next? Trying to decide. Well, let's base it on the weight. Yeah, so we're pretty stable on weight at the moment, and stable. Oh, I left the light on all night. Crap. I mean, it's still good. Look at that. Ooh, hold on. Look at my screen and notice that flashlight is considered under the search focus of trash. I just noticed that. So I wonder if I look at an item, do all items tell us which search focus you'll find it? You can find a hacksaw under trash. So if I go here real quick, yes, it tells you the search focus now of the object that you're looking at. So you can find a carton of milk under trash. You can find cucumbers in vegetables and leek, for example, or in vegetables. The jar of tomatoes are in trash. So if you didn't already know, which I do, but if you didn't already know the search focus for items, you can now hover over them and see it. I love that. I love that. It says wild herbs as a category, but it's not in here. That category falls under wild plants if you didn't already know. So, yes, they're definitely giving some love. They're giving more love. I think they've given it a lot of love in the past, and I think the forging system does not need to change. You know, maybe I'm going to say this like very, very clearly. Maybe some of the different percentages in various different categories can be moved up and down. For example, medical plants should not be as high as they are for the park ranger, even if you do find the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Uh, Ooh, the scout focus. So the scout, the herbalist trait, and there's one more trait that all increase the medical plants. I think it's too high. I think it needs to be adjusted. But it doesn't change the fact that let's say you are a foraging expert and you're not a park ranger and you want to find, you know, various other types of foods to get yourself into. The trash focus is something that people sleep on. You can find every non-perishable item under trash. It's a big pool, so if you're looking for something very specific, you won't find it, but it's there. So then, to that point, you know, you go back into it like, can you do anything and everything with the foraging system? Yes, if you know how it works. There. Sorry. By the way, that's also true for flour. A lot of times I don't look for flour because the park ranger's not going to find it. I'll find all kinds of wild plants and vegetables and everything else in the sun as a park ranger, but I will not find flour. But as a chef, I would. So you got to know your categories and what you're looking for. Pierre Mar, hi. Had to get these moments. You guys are going to have that conversation. I'm preaching over here, by the way. I'm sorry. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to take the improvised whetstone with me, actually, because that gives me the opportunity to sharpen our weapons when we're dealing with it. So we're heading right back. We're going to try to get the van back. And after we kill all the zombies over there, it should put us in a position where I can just load up the generator, the red one, into the van or whatnot and get us back home. How's my day two? Pretty good. It was really good, actually. You know, I had a lot of wins today, and I feel like I was useful and helpful to people I care about. It was a good day. How about yourself, PR Marg? How was your day? All right, let's get there. Let's get there. Kind of save my energy, actually. I don't want to be doing too much swinging. Oh, I should have got water before we left. That's not good. I have some with me, but that's not gonna last. Yeah, that was one swing. So, ooh, that's the thought. Well, hang on. Let's do the trash focus this time, because you can find water bottles when you focus with trash. I won't grab leak. No, not right now. Obviously, I could. The game gave me ginseng. It knows I'm about to fight. It knows it, and it's 8 of them. That's a lot of ginseng. And that's another way to go. Just go grab fruit. So if you don't know and you have thirst issues, you can just eat a bunch of fruit. They are liquids in game. The game does account for it too. What is that? Did I just find the herbalist magazine? No, it's a farmer magazine. Okay, funny. Yeah, the trash focus is gonna throw me all kinds of off, and that's hilarious. You're more likely to find trash on the road than towns. Yeah, technically true. But notice that when you're pretty much anywhere, you can find trash. That is a whole... No way. I just found an eggplant. Guys. They said tune the foraging. I don't know if they tuned it well. That's 285 calories from an eggplant. Interesting. I didn't know that. That's a lot. Okay. Sad, so no generators. Yeah, we're working on the generator bit right now, actually. So I'm just making sure we can survive the encounter because there are a lot of zombies and we got the car basically stuck. So about to deal with that. We'll eat the fruits, even though I was searching for trash just now as a way to keep our thirst up. We've done this before. Do it again. And that is that tomato paste. I just found tomato paste. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. I'm full up on stuff. I need to stop searching because that's just a bad habit. It's a real bad habit. I found how many magazines am I gonna find? Hold on. Medieval metalworking? I don't know this one. Smelting finish. Alright, sorry. Okay, I will never pass up sunflowers. Ever. Oh my god, I just found a large rock. It's a rock. Yes, okay. So we're all set. I just need to stop. How do I make sure I find this? Look for the fence line. That's what we'll do. Okay. Stop search. Yeah, so water bottles can be found in the trash category. I put this on my back. Okay. Weapons. Good to go. Gonna eat the lemon and then get started. I need a good safe space to work from. That way I can sit and take a breath anytime I can. So hydration bag. Yes, this you have keys, sir. I'm gonna take your key and figure out which vehicle it's for. Oh, I didn't check. Crap. Well, if I get close to them, I'll find it. Although it's kind of useless for any of these. So, but it could be those. Yeah, water bottles. And you can find water bottles and things inside of cars too. So, see, already found a water bottle. And all I'm going to actually do is transfer the liquid from the water bottle into the hydration pack. I messed up because I'm smart. Swap. Hydration pack. Do this. Done. Boop. Bottle, no longer need. Throw the magazine in here, don't need that either. And throw this other magazine in here, we don't need that. And we keep moving. Crossword puzzle, blah. While we're in this area, we are heading to get the generator that's over here. So there is a generator. We actually saw a couple of streams back ago. We'll take the statement that, yes, any generator you've interacted with has despawned. But if you never touched the generator, if you saw it but not touched it, then it will still be there. So we've proven that, and that's why we're here. You have gas cans to fill. Yes, I have gas cans in the back. Gas cans are fine. What is happening there? Yo, look at that truck. I'm afraid to get too close to that because that's the type of thing that'll accidentally kill you. Why did the patch move the generators? I think it has to do with how the biomes are handled and whatnot, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Here, we will eat as we walk and be prepared. I think I dragged a bunch of zombies out here in the open actually, so that's problematic because that's usually my way to get out of here. I don't know. Let's not bite off more than we have to. So I want to get the generator, I want to get the vehicle, and I want to get out of here. So the truck didn't actually disappear. It's just how the building placement, the tree placement and sightline is being done. Is that a pull stick? That's a pull stick. That's hilarious. Wait for it. Proof. Pull stick. All right. Yep. So generator here. We're gonna work our way further up the road here in a second so we can get the vehicle back. Oh no, did they be laying traps for us nowadays, man? I'm telling you. Be like, he's in there now, guys. It's time to go get him. They be coming from all angles, so you just can't be afraid. I see you over there. Hello, sir. Down. Dead. You okay? Oh man. Alright, I can catch a seat. Catch a quick seat. Rest. So I got a handful of zombies coming at me. He just stopped. It was like, tree, give me grace. Alright, alright. And then he came back. Look at you. Oh, that the honor. I appreciate you. Come. One-on-one fight. I win. Alright, one at a time, please. You lunge. Yes. Good. Now we fight. Next. No way. Broke my hatchet. I'm so glad I got another one. Low. Oh, God. You know, I did not check the amount of kills we were at, by the way, when we got started for the night. Sorry about that. But we're at 3,356 now. So there is that. All right. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Sir, ma'am, whoever you are. Okay. Like I said, we still gotta get back up the road and get to the vehicle. I refuse to drink water out of a porta potty. I don't care if I am suffering from and dying. I will not ever drink the blue liquid. All right, there she is. Made it back. How do I get you out of here is the question. It'd be great if those trees weren't in the middle of the road. Maybe that's the call, right? The play is to knock out the trees, pull the vehicle through to that small intersection area, then I can turn around. No. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. Is there anything here I should grab immediately? Let's put this here. Hang on. I know that. I think it's fair that the music turned up on me like that. That's a decent amount, or it looked like it. So, oh, ginseng. Sorry, I completely forgot. Yes. Here. What is it? 2, maybe? Where we are? Give me a sec. Backpedal. There it is. Swing. Wait. Even a crawler. All right. Okay. Game. Leather. Oh, you got 3 in you. Okay. So you see over here, like, yeah, you had the best ambience sitting there with that hatchet, all bloody like, bro. True enough, but still, it's rough. Okay. Come on, you sweaty bastards. I'm here to get my stuff. That another hatchet for me? No, it's a knife. It's a knife. It's not even a knife. It's a mason's trowel, which is basically a knife. So, okay, we made it back to the van. So again, I do think the easy way to do this is to cut down these trees and pull forward. But that's going to take a decent amount of stamina. I can try to finagle it, but the issue is the trailer. Like if I didn't have the trailer, it wouldn't be a problem. Okay. Let's pull up this direction and try. And just do one of these. I mean, I can destroy the rocket bed, I guess. Not too much. Yeah, but imagine trying to do this with zombies all around you. And you remember, we're a Sunday driver, so I don't have a bunch of torque in the vehicle. Yes, we did it. All right. Whew. Man, that's a sigh of relief, isn't it? Now all I gotta do is get you before a bunch of zombies come my way. Take generator. There it goes. We're gonna throw it right into. I'm not putting it in the trailer because it could potentially pop off. So get this here. Do it. Do it. Good to go, and we're out. No, a lot of the stuff in the refrigerator already started turning on us. So specifically the refrigerator. The freezer probably had a good additional day, which would be this day, but that doesn't mean they're still not impacted. So here in a bit, we just need to give time, go through our refrigerator and check, you know, what made it, what didn't. But I mean, it's not a big deal. It really isn't. Like where we are, especially being the max forager we are, it is not a problem to get more fresh food and whatnot. I would say other players would be pulling their hair out, especially if you had like just harvested a bunch of stuff and put it in your refrigerator. Oh, that would be devastating. I feel like, you know, it's like I worked so hard, I lost my whole crop. Like I could see it being a thing for some people. The erosion system definitely looks more difficult. How the trees start booming, blocking vision. Yes, yes. Which again, I actually like that. I mean, never mind. I feel like it's a bit much to do it as fast as it does. You know, it's only been 3 months, 4 months now in game. You know, no, maybe a little bit longer. But then a lot of players would never see the system. Then, you know, a lot of players don't make it to 3 months in game, 6 months in game, so on and so forth. So gamification is still a problem. Well, I shouldn't say a problem, a feature that you have to speak to, and that's fair. All right, carry the big rock in both hands, then we can move just now. Talking about harvest, I wonder how long it's been since it has rained for the garden. We can check the stuff when we get back, but we're super focused on getting the generator up. You know, if we lose our harvest, not a big deal to me. Ain't gonna lie about that. Like, I love the idea of working on the agriculture skill. True. But at the same time, it is not the way that our character survives. It's just not. So our character thrives on foraging. Everything else is just for fun. All right, here, throw the rock in the back, and then we'll have our mill soon as well. So it still worked out. Still worked out for the better. So tomorrow's do black and white or red and black or full black. Black and white sounds fun, you know, change it up a little bit. Not to mention, you know, we're walking into the spring and get some color going. It's always a good feeling. All right, guys, this wasn't that bad. So what, we spent an hour a game to get power again? Mostly because, again, we are very aware of our surroundings. We've done a lot of exploration work. We killed a lot of zombies to make it happen. I can only imagine other players, especially those who like, yeah, I play on 16K pop, you know, whatever. With weak zombies that I can use bullets all the time. Like, it's still a loss, and I get that. Okay, thank you. I'll do black and white tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. But again, I think, you know, we checked a lot of boxes despite the issues, right? We got a generator again, well, at least one of them. We got the large stone again. Killed a few zombies. I was not counting how many zombies we actually killed, but we did kill some. And we found a way. PB always finds a way, indeed. Indeed. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Home. We get the generator first. Oh, see, I was right. The scythe was back here. Okay, so we're good. What's the kill count? You can calculate. Kill count currently is 3,373. 3,373. All right, so we do that. We drop generator on the ground. We connect the generator. There you go. And then a whole gas can will go into said Jenny. Fuel. There you go. So I need to take this one with us. So we turn it on and let there be light. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It worked out, guys. Did 109. Nice. Okay. So task 1 done. Refrigerator power's back in there. Absolutely. There is the added, or I shouldn't say added. We got some other work to do real quick, but so let's go ahead and throw the gas can back here. Where are you? Large stone. We'll grab that. So with the large stone, all I need to do is turn it into 2 small wheels. Because I already had the large wheel, don't I? I think that was the thing. So, and then once we do that, we'll have the mill. I'll bring the mill in the house. Yeah, we're good there. So we just come here. We do this. We're looking for, what is that? What is that? Carved clay sculpting tool. Interesting. Did they add more pottery stuff? Okay, hang on. Before I do that. Yeah, so 1 large, the 2 small needs to get done. And then from that, we grab all of this, I think, without the noodle. No, let's hold all the house first. Hang on. Sorry. So where should the mill go? I feel like it should be somewhere over here. Kinda. Maybe. We'll see in a second. Hang on. Mill. Oh, I gotta do the bucket of clay cement. Forgot about that. I know we need to grab the blocks and the stone wheel. There you go. That inside. Alright, stone wheel goes down here with the blocks. Perfect. Mill. So, mason's trowel and bucket of clay cement. Sure gets me over. Come on. I hear you though. That's fair. I do be sitting here cooking up a storm and be talking about food consistently, so I get that. That is absolutely fair. Do you feel like once we're finished with this work, the man needs a shower or a dip in the lake real quick? Keep clicking on the small. There it is. Good. Pull out the sunflower seeds real quick. I ate like 2 hours ago-ish. Heard. Okay, let's see. I was actually just going to take a look real quick and see if they had added anything, and I don't think they did, so I don't know what the sculpting knife would be used for, but we'll see soon, I suppose. Not yet, not yet. It's not time for it. You get the bucket of water. Can't see the bucket of water if it's in the secondary, really. So I equipped in the. You can't see it at all if you equip the bucket. Interesting. Hang on. Let's pop out here real quick. We're going to fill the tainted bucket. Then let's go ahead and take a moment and wash him. That's fine. He's not heavy right now. He's nice and strong, so the weight of the water isn't crushing him. Go. Good, 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 good. Next up would be mix clay cement. I need 1 sack of sand, 2 clay, and then we're done. Hold up. So sack of sand and clay. Yep. And you just mix that together here. Come on, you could have showed me the wood. There you go. There you go. All right, cool. So inside we go. What are you trying to make? I am setting up to make the mill. So the stone mill. Oh no, I didn't get the wooden rod and a mason's trowel. Okay, so hang on. The wooden rod I can make from just a branch, if I remember correctly. Just need 1 branch. Yep. Wooden rod. Wooden rod. Good. And then what else do I need to get? The mason's trowel. It's not here. There it is. What does the stone mill do? It should allow us to make flour. Or at least that's the hope, you know. It's the whole point of having a mill. Lets you turn seeds into flour. Alright, fire pit. Classier way to cook and stay warm. I didn't know you could make a fire pit in game. I want to do that just for the heck of it. Okay. So oh my god, that is huge. All right, yeah. I know I should give it more space in real life, but still. Okay, done. So stone mill. Look at that. You can make seed paste, grind corn, dried corn into corn flour and corn meal. Grind flour. You just need to get wheat seeds. You need 12 wheat seeds to make flour. Mill flour, grind flour. I am very confused on what's the difference here, but okay. It is odd to have it inside. I agree. So can you pick it up though? I don't think you can. No, you can't. So once it's made, it's there. Okay. But wait a minute. Why would you mill down sunflower seeds though? That's my only issue now, because oh, you can make oil, can't you? So if you get seed paste, I'm wondering what seed paste will do. Seed paste? No. Recipe name, required item. No. I'm sure there's a reason to use seed paste, and I'll get to that another time. But let's focus. Let's focus. Yeah. Absolutely doing it just because of convenience, not for... Oh, I only have 7 weed seeds. I couldn't make... Well, that's not fun. I can't make my stuff, man. Alright, so I need to find more wheat. Oh no, that's not fair. Where can I need to find a regular wheat again so I know which category to search under to find wheat. I bet wheat comes up as it's not a wild plant. Pharisee, are you still there? What do you think? Where do you think we would find wheat in terms of categories? I don't expect to see it as a crop or vegetable, but I can argue wild plant too. I don't know. Oh, that sucks. If I had just one bushel of wheat somewhere, but I know I turned them all into seeds at this point. Okay, well, we did it. I think crops. Actually, can somebody like search it? I'm sure the wiki would say it at the moment. If you could just search for wheat. Oh God. I don't know. Because I know they've been updating the wiki. It says crop. I don't know. All right, well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Well, we know that we got, a task done. We've got generator running again. We need to go get the second generator so we can set up the gas station. But other than that, we're fine. And I need to clear out the refrigerator, which means I probably need to make another one of these. But, we'll get there in a moment. We said we wanted to take a look and see where we stand. Everything's well watered. So all of our veg is fine out here. So that's good. Yeah, so wheat can be grown. Looks like it can be destroyed pretty easily by zombies, which makes sense if they trample upon it. And the last thing that I want to do is what? To put... Look at that. Wait a minute. It didn't use the entirety of the bucket of clay cement. So now I just have a bucket with clay cement sitting around waiting for me to do things with it. So I'm going to put that over here and whatnot. If I ever need a bucket again, I'll carve another one. Okay. That's fair. What do you need to search for exactly? At the moment, I don't need to search for anything particular, but we are going to be going... Oh, hang on, let me eat these seeds real quick. Pull up the map. So, can't read in the dark. Yes, of course. My bad. I want to see how this scythe works real quick. I put the scythe gray. Oh, that is a large amount of what you can scythe. Hang on. That's huge. And it takes all the grass out of there. Oh no. I don't know how I feel about that. Very cool, but again, it takes all the grass out, not just the high grass, which I was expecting. Huh. I don't know how I feel about that. Definitely more time efficient. I'll say that right up front. So, and you get a ton of grass back. So, I think this was designed with like animals in mind, rather than the aesthetics of the removed grass, for example. Here, yeah. Oh, not fully updated. Wiki does not list the wheat. It's noted as cropped. You can grow it. Yep. Told you big size. So it's not. What I mean by that is like, well, hang on. It is and it's not. It is in the sense of I get all that grass right now. Cool. It's not in the sense that I don't want to cut my grass that low. So I want to get rid of the high grass, not all of it. Oh, I know it'll grow back over time, but still, it's like, yeah, wait a minute. Oh no. This trash container reset. Oh no, I just noticed that. Hang on. Did I lose anything in my cabinet? No. No, I'm fine. Okay. Whew. Yeah, everything still looks like it's in order. Okay, so the house is fine. Make sure I never really looked at that. Okay, so where are we at? How bad do we look? We lost some carrots. We lost a cauliflower. We lost a leek, another one going stale. We lost a bunch of mushrooms, lost the soybeans, we lost the sugar beet. So about half of what the refrigerator had went lost. I lost the stuff in the freezer too. Look at that. So a bunch of things rotted in the freezer while it was down. Okay. Okay. Again, could be worse. Anyway, looking up the map. So the other generator, I'm actually going to do my symbols here and say this is kind of good. No, I didn't actually like go through everything here yet, so I don't want to mark it off. It's still a location we'll come back to. The other generator is up here. So I believe it's in this one. So we're going to go over there and get it too. Just notice my stream caption is great. Yes. MPZ, would you decompose? What can you use for compost? Anything that rots. So anything and everything that will rot can turn into compost, assuming that you create the compost bin. So, all right. Oh, we eat. Again, I want to know what seed paste is used for. And animal poop. Good point. Yes. And animal poop. So, okay. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Get rid of the rest of this grass real quick. I don't think grass rots, so there's that. But actually, the side makes a lot of sense if I had like cows to take care of, because that means they'd have a lot of feed fairly quickly. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's pop that. Put some of our tools away. And then I'll do this. The site that's still in my hand, it looks like I did not do anything with this other stuff. My bad. Does it matter that the scythe is dull? I'm curious. You can definitely grind it, but it's not a weapon. Yeah, like it's in my hands currently, but I can't fight with it, so it's not a weapon. So I'm curious to understand why being dull or not matters. Wonder if you end up getting even more grass when it's not dull, or if it moves faster. I like that idea too. All right, where are we at? Let's put the machete on the back. I haven't actually used the big weapon yet. Like, what's the benefit of having compost? It increases or speeds up growth time for your plants, assuming that you put compost on them. All right, so power back in the house. Awesome. Check. We've got the mill downstairs to be able to make flour. Check. Next thing, get second generator. And then once that is done, effectively, we're back in action. 100% recovered since the patch. Questions, comments, concerns? Anybody, want to fight me over what I did? Because, oh, goodness, I got this. I got this. We're coming on 4 months, so crazy how time flies. Sleeping. Do you have an idea where you're planning to get the second generator? Yeah, you remember the map. I was showing the map. We're going back to the intersection zone that we were at, nearly died at. It's also a cornfield, funny enough. It'd be nice to find corn. Oh, wait a minute. Is corn a crop in game? I'm curious, because if I find a bunch of corn, I can turn that into flour as well. So corn flour is a thing. Bill 42, compost has more purpose than just speeding up growth time, though. I would love to hear about it. I am not a farm specialist at all across the board. So be very interested to hear the different things you get. If it protects against, what is it, all the diseases and stuff like that? Oh, I have wheat seed back here. Oh, I have wheat seed back here. I didn't realize it. Yes, you got. Over here. And okay, so somebody tell me the difference between, ooh, look at this. If I mill, it's 2 minutes and 40 seconds. If I grind, it's 5 minutes. What is the difference? Tell me. I don't want to. Okay. All right. Grind or mill? We'll grind. Game. Game, you can do better than that. There you go. All right. So that I just got a full thing of flour. Look at it. That's weird. Hold on. I want to point something out real quick. Flour typically doesn't show calories. I read the patch notes and whatnot so it can show calories today. But to say 50 calories seems odd because flour definitely has more than that. I'm very concerned that they might have nerfed flour for like making bread. So I'm going to test my theory right now. Yes, I am. Bread. Dough. Prepare bread dough. If they nerf this, I'm be mad as hell. Like, mad. Livid. Hold up. I think that's it. Prepare bread dough. Water here. Cooking pot, please. Not enough. Now crops also wait. Now crops need also nutrients, not just water. For each stage, they'll use specific amounts of nutrients, and they'll die. The nutrients all used up. Well, that sucks because that means that my crops are definitely gonna die. I have no nutrients in them unless it takes from the ground, like it should. You don't have to add to crops in real life. It's odd. Like fertilizer is it's not a necessity. It's a bonus, not a requirement. So if they did that, that would throw this game off on the farming side of the house. That adds too many layers of farming. I don't know how it's coded, but it seems not all will die though. Some will. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how they did that. So. Again, oh, not a farming expert in this game, so I won't speak to it because I don't know for sure, but that sounds odd. Go. Fertilizer is now a bonus yet? Yeah, so fertilizer specifically is a bonus, not compost. They are different, apparently. Millflower is bonus, whereas, yes, so. And again, it's a matter of how the game sees it. That's what I'm really thinking about, right? So, turn that on, let my butter get nice and clean. Now I can use the whole pot to make bread. All right, prepare dough. Can I select which one? Where's the one with the calories? There you go. All right, bread dough is now made. And let's see it. Bread dough, 532 calories. Okay, so we're still good. It is not broken. I was about to say. So maybe, ooh, that's a good point though now. That means if you use your flour, which look at that. That doesn't make sense. Oh my god, I have so much flour. I used 2 units of flour just now to make that one thing. So I have a ton of bread options here. That's crazy. That's wild, guys. Like, you have to understand how many times I can make bread essentially out of this flour. I have no reason to just hold on to flour. I can blow through it because I can eat flour for months and not run through everything. That's wonderful. Okay. I'm on board. I'm on board. Thanks, devs. I appreciate you. Oh, make oats for oatmeal, indeed. We do for bread, right? Yeah, I mean, at this point now, like I said, I have no reason not to do a bunch of bread in game. That is amazing, and I'm happy about it. So I'm just making a seeded bread at the moment, and enjoying life as Project Zomboid. Today will be seriously. I'm gonna do a whole Hollywood stick soon. Watch. Sorry. All right, here you go. My chocolate chip bread with sunflower seeds and generals and whatnot. Yes, that's just perfect. Hold up. We eat my hot toasty bread. Just eat the whole loaf. Although it does look a little wonky, but still. There you go. All right, let's go get the other generator so we don't forget. All about the work, man. But yeah, what we just proved with flour in game is essentially how many times is that? So if 2 out of 6, you can. That's wild. I don't know how I feel about that. I think that's too much. Now we go to the kitchen, make a sandwich. Word. So you gotta think about it this way, right? I can make 30 loaves of bread for 1 sack of flour. Of that 30 loaves, there's 500 plus calories per dough on its own. Obviously, you need water and salt to be added into it, but I didn't check how many units of salt got used. It's just that is a ton of bread, a metric ton of bread from a single thing of flour. So I think I'm getting it now. I'm thinking about it a little bit more. Maybe the devs want you to be rewarded for the effort it takes to make flour. If you find it, fair enough. And I admit it took us a long time to really find flour, right? So cheers to that. But if you end up making it, they wanted you to really feel like you had accomplished something, and it goes for a long time. So okay, I buy into it. Fair enough. But it's still a ton of flour. You know, the amount of flour that we got from the Giga Market now feels even more rewarding than it did. Oh, I've got so many sandwiches to make in the future and whatnot. So yeah, look at that. I haven't killed all these zombies yet. I need to go in here and just murder a lot of them. But look at that erosion system. Like, goodness gracious. Gotta drive back through here with the generator, so it makes sense to kill them instead of swerving and whatnot. Good. No, that was quick. Losers. Like I said, I think the generator is there, but I can't remember. It's in here somewhere. Burning those bread calories, indeed. Oh, we gonna get fat. We gonna get fat, y'all. All right, turn off the engine so that it doesn't keep attracting zombies while we work. Ooh. Leather jacket. You know, I'm supposed to be collecting digital watches, aren't I? I'm sorry. I forgot. I gotta be able to do repairs on the generators as we go. And I prefer to have a stockpile, which I do have a stockpile. So, not that deep. It's not that deep. Don't make a big deal for missing a few here and there. We've done a fair amount of work. All right, so if it's not here, it's the house behind it, I think. We'll find out in a second. Beta blockers? I didn't realize I had beta blockers here. My bad. No? Wait, is that? Well, yes. Okay, so we just found wheat again. Found packets of wheat. Yay. Cabbage. Didn't even realize that they were here. We need another gas can. I'll take it. And I don't have a tire iron to man. I don't think I have a tire pump either, but I'm gonna leave that for now. We'll go out this way. Okay, so where is said generator? Oh, I feel like I've become too good at this game. Oh, goodness gracious. I play it enough, I guess. So that's fair. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? I didn't mean for you to come out into the road. You have conquered indeed. Hi. Can you guys, like, not keep pouring out of here, please? I'd prefer to just, like, drive away into the sunset without having to deal with these types of hordes. What do you think? Oh, goodness. We working, man. I be working. I don't need to kill them all right now. Give him, my man a break with his arms for a second. Pop into the car. We'll just back straight up, maybe? Or an internal. Yeah. Like the pink trees. I did that. That's fair. All right. So like I said before, if it's not here, then I don't remember where the generator is, but it's in one of these houses. I won't move the van any more than I have at this point, so if it's not here, we gotta check the other ones, but I'm pretty sure one of these houses. Oh, it was definitely not there. Let me check the back. No. Did I never go in here? Seriously? Interesting. Pristine looking, little garage area. I dig it. I keep the shed looking great. I like grabbing twine, for sure. Always nice to get. Mechanics level 2 and a sheet. I'm gonna take the book. Yeah. Okay. Is wheat just heavy? And of course I have a whole gas can with me for no reason. Okay, so where is the other gas can? Oh, that is the question. I know it's here somewhere. It's a gas can. No. Generator. Organized shed, organized mind. That's an interesting statement to make. Yeah. And search. We can search for crops while we're here. No reason not to look for it while we walk. I don't recall that house being it, so I'll check this one here. And if this doesn't work out, like I said, I know there's a generator over here somewhere. I just don't remember which house has it. What? Dumbbell. When we work on strength again, we'll get the dumbbell. That sounds fun. Keep your eyes out for wheat. Carrots. No. What is that? A collar? Fresh tomatoes. Why not? We'll take tomatoes. I think we're growing some right now anyway, so that's always nice. Can you eat the one that you found? Nope. Nope. Okay, so I know this house is a no-go, so maybe it's this one over here. I swear there's a generator here somewhere. Unless it got despawned, that would suck. Not picking up any carrots right now, man. Yeah. More carrots. Find lots of carrots. Is that a snail? Escargot for you guys that actually eat things like that. About to make a bunch of noise. You eat carrots when he dips? No. Just, oh! Sir! Jerk. You and your cowboy hat. Fisherman hat? Propane lantern bottle? Okay, there's 2 gas cans in here. Okay. Okay. Where... Oh, where are you, generator? Because this ain't a good feeling. Like with hummus. Yeah, I can see carrots with hummus. That's cool. Potatoes. I don't think I have any potatoes back at the house. I know you have to cook potatoes nowadays. You can't just eat them like that, so. No. 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 We're not doing an actual foraging run. I just wanted to see if I would find, you know, wheat as a crop. And that's why we're searching for crops at the moment. Okay, so we'll check back here real quick. If this is a no-go, then we don't have an immediate generator like I thought. So mashed bottle, another potato, which I feel weird grabbing now. Dandelions are always no. I just got the errors popping. So I think we did find said generator and it despawned on me. It sucks. Not fun to walk through. A lot of tomatoes being found. Tomatoes must really be in season for spring. Why did it disappear? I don't know. I'm just saying that we caught the errors. So when the errors pop up, it's, hey, that's definitely the generator. That's the current errors of this patch. I'm going to smash this window. You never know. Wire. I feel like I'm supposed to be grabbing wire, so I'm going to. Yeah, okay, so it wasn't in here. It's down this way. Carrot. But it kept popping every time we load it into this space, like visibly. So I'm gonna say it is here. Or it was here. It sucks. Now I don't really know when, why, what the reason would be when different things happen. It's a whole cabbage. Yes, we eat cabbages. Definitely eat cabbages. Anytime we see them, we grab them. Lots of calories. So, okay, guys. All right. Well, we need a new plan. We need a new plan. We can't get a generator here. Where are we gonna get one from? That essentially means we do have to go through the process of going into town and start, you know, checking new places that we haven't been to force the spot. See, and this is it right here. Like, you can actually honestly see every time I walk close to this spot, there's errors popping up in the bottom right hand corner. The only other possibility is there a basement here that could potentially have the generator? Possible. Hello. Butter. Cinnamon. Dig it. Yeah. There's no basement here. There's upstairs, but no basement. I've definitely been through here. Yeah, maybe my info on the compost was completely correct, but how completely false plants had died. Nonetheless, all my composted plants were growing great. The first ones were out, all died. Fair enough. These things happen. I get it. Okay. Do we continue the hunt here? No, we leave. So we say we tried, it was a no-go, and we head back. Can't think of any other spot to check for. That's not true. There is one more house over here. There is one more house. I feel like there was a generator somewhere nearby for sure, though. And I'm acting ridiculous because my brain is telling me that I shouldn't leave. Did I check this spot back here? Kind of walked around. I did poke my head in, didn't I? I feel like I poked my head in. Never hurts to check. Just double check before you leave, right? So I know nothing in this house. All right. That is spear. Long stick, really. Almost a spear. Anyway, the other spot was here, which is the place we almost died at. And even though the house itself should not have a generator, I don't remember the shed over here. So I was going to check that. But my memory isn't telling me that there are generators here. So, but I do feel like the generator that we were looking at definitely despawned because we were popping the errors. And the only reason why you see those errors right now are generator related. So there is that. But no guarantees to it. I feel like if I did go back and look at the my footage to see if I can find it, you know, I'm sure I would spot it and be like, yeah, despawn. But again, it is what it is. We have one. We have one. And actually, if you think about it, we have one that is the original model. We don't have the newer generators that come from build 42. And the ones that I'm referring to at the moment are the newer generators that come from build 42. So maybe the newer generators are the one that are having problems, but if you have that original old red one, it's fine. Oh. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Ooh, we never checked that spot over there. Part of me wants to walk over there. I just don't know what that building is. So I'm going to be... Oh, I left the car. Oh, yeah. Okay, we do this quick. Quick. This is an actual house. Going in. Close the windows. Which can be water fountains, I agree. That'd be cool. Empty glasses, canned potatoes, marinara. Go ahead and fill up my water. And then we get out of here. Check bookshelves. Nothing in the bathroom. Check for more books. That's not a bookshelf. We're out. Nothing. Boring. Okay. We're out. So yeah, the search for a new generator, it's not a extreme high priority, but it is definitely a medium to high priority because we need that second generator to keep... Oh, this is not the right place. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, to keep our gas station powered. That way we can obviously get more gas when we need it. Every time we check gas. That's fair. Oh. Grape leaves are always a good find, so I should take them. They're high in calorie-ish, around 100 and whatnot. They go well into recipes. I don't think I'm going to grab too many tomatoes or plantains because I don't need any poultices. I have plenty back at the house at the moment, so I'll leave that alone. All right. But notice that the patch notes make sense now. So the forest and urban area, when you have layers like this on top of each other, they will show efficiently and effectively now. But I do like that. All right, we're out. Yeah, we can do the back and forth moving one generator and whatnot. We don't like that. All right. It's not a good feeling to have to do that. luckily we have the van now, so it's not a big deal to do it, but still. Okay, so the reason why I decided to drive this direction is because it will load a new cell. We haven't gone this way at all, so I was curious to see what would happen. And of course, I don't know what's over here. We're not going to go so far that, you know, we can't make it. But what is the, okay, I was about to be like, what have I already found? What have I already found? It's looted already. But it doesn't mean a generator couldn't be here. Remember, finding outposts like this or farm spaces like this does kind of make sense. Need to pull out my flashlight. Rotten ground beef, rolling pin, everything's busted here. See stuff on the floor, nothing that stands out to me to grab. TV might be nice to get eventually, so I can look at VHS tapes for our character. This place is a no-go. This is a straight urban area with urban stuff to find, like pins. What are you back here in the shed? Oh man, look at this shed. Awesome. Very awesome. Mechanics level 2, another tarp. Box of screws, water cantina, nothing, folding chairs, knee pads, a shovel. I'm gonna take the spade, I apologize. We don't actually have a shovel right now, and I have a thought with that, so fair. Okay. There's a zombie here all of a sudden. Hi. Bye. There's a zombie. I set up a theater area? Maybe? You gotta have fun too, right? There's an element of, you know, you're making too much noise. I acknowledge that, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't have a theater area. Okay, so did they burst out of here? Hello? You know, I'm looking for a generator. Do you have one? Okay. I do plan on spending some time over the week looking at footage. If it can save me a little bit of work, I will do it, but no. Okay, so one spot to take a look at, and 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000, 9 1000, 10. All right, we're gonna stop. We're gonna turn around. Ooh, I see driveway. I'm stuck? No way, come on, move. It's just high grass. Barely a driveway. But it is a road. Like a full dirt road. I don't know, what time is it? Am I brave? No, it doesn't feel like it leads anywhere. Okay, we go home. We didn't mark any generators on the map. That is a good question. So I'm gonna say no. I don't feel like I marked any generator we saw on the map originally. Yeah, my options, and I know there were none down here. I vividly recall this area, so no generators down there. Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to going back into the town and searching, which is okay. Again, it's not that big of a deal, I don't think. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get home. You know that we have work to do if we're going to find the second generator, but we at least have one. And I think the saving grace on that generator is that it was the red one. I think that's really what it did, but we'll see. Let's see if any of the new generators do spawn. And of course, we can always troll somebody else's Ooh, see, I'm catching those errors again. Anytime I load the cell, I'm telling you right now, I bet money if I go back, you know, I'm gonna find the generator here, and I'll be like, see, I knew it. And it's just not loading those older generators. I say older, the new generators, but the old one. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 different ones. The antique generator is what we call it. The antique generator. All right, let's get home. Oh nope. No. No, the gold generator is. I'm sorry. You said gold. There are 2 different ones that look gold-ish, right? You have the antique one that has a yellow gold to it. Then you have one that looks like the red one, but basically gold-plated, and that's the best one, yeah. The blue one is kind of in the center. Center. The red one is the default, which gives you pretty much all around good for sound and for carry capacity. The blue one's lighter but has more sound. The antique one has the most sound, but basically is, oh my god, I just saw a zombie this close to the house. Get out the farmland. How did you get here? Y'all need to understand how close we are to our house from here. We're 1 farmland over. So, I don't know what type of trip they made, but this is what we're talking about. 10 years later, you could have a zombie prancing to you. You never know. So yeah, we're super close to the house. I'm very surprised to see zombies out here. Interesting. Paparazzi's trying to find you. Yeah, it's possible. They're radioing back to the queen. They're all connected. Notice we're still keeping our weight at 75 kilos though, so I love the maintenance that we've been doing. All right, so when we get home, I'm gonna walk out here real quick and just give a quick run through the farmland because I refuse to have zombies trample my vegetables. It's not so much that, you know, I care to protect them or something like that. I care that they're that close. And the last thing I want to do is be like hanging out in my boxers and all of a sudden the zombie's right behind me. I'm like, I'm gonna be mad. All right. Oh, ooh, well, before I do that, hang on, let me do my other thought real quick, which is to make another compost bin. I need 1 more. I have that much going for us right now. So 1. You didn't solve the whole thing. 1. There should be 3. That gets me 6 planks. Need to get some nails real quick, and I think I have a hammer on me already, so that's fine, right? I do. Yep. I'm gonna put this machete away, actually. As far as weapons go, it's an interesting thing to carry, but it's unnecessary right now. And how many nails do I need? Let's just grab some. That should allow me to make the compost bin. See? Compost bin number 2. And oh, this thing is starting to make compost all the way through. So that's perfect. What we mean by that, it's already at 48% full. So that's the good part about compost. Once things start really decomposing on you, it really comes together. Wait, I have wheat in here that's going bad. Hold on. Do you think I could get... I wonder. What was the thing? Where is... Nope. Wheat. How do you do the... I don't remember what it's called. It doesn't show it here at all, though. Shucking or something like that? No. Don't remember. Don't remember. Anyway, point being that I don't think I can do it with the stale stuff. So once it starts going bad, no, you need to dry it first. I remember. You gotta dry it first. Hang on. Let me see if that can get the job done. So I'm gonna drop these planks and the nails here. I'm going to go see about drying the wheat. Ah. Can I do something about you real quick? Thank you. And then dry the wheat. Sweet. 35. What? I don't know how much I had on me, but okay. I had that much wheat. No. Why did it say 35 then? Alright, so I got dried wheat now. And then I can thresh it. That's what it is. So collect the sunflower seeds first, because that's important. And then we do... yes, you know what's about to happen. No. The ritual begins. Sorry. There you go. And we got wheat seeds. Wheat. So each bundle does end up just being, you know, a 1-to-1. So you have a bundle, it'll turn to one set of seeds. Not bad, so. And if you pack them all together, hopefully it gets to a point where you have enough to turn them into flour, which 12 is flour, right? If we go mill, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I milled them last time, or I grinded them first. So let me do the mill process this time. Just curious to see if it produces something different. It does not. So both of them are acceptable. It just says base flour 2, which they all come out that way. So much flour. It's happening. It's happening. It did get super dark. I agree. Well, I need a day to like just do cleanup and whatnot. No. Okay, so call it. Do we do work around? Oh no, I did it again. I said I wanted to know which category wheat falls under. And I could have just checked, but this one's still here. It's wild plants. Yes. Okay, so I got to do a search for wild plant and I can find the wheat. That's perfect. So as a park ranger, you actually have the highest chance of finding wheat, which suits my character perfectly. Me and my personality perfectly. That's amazing. See, I don't know if you're still there, if you fell asleep on me, but if you had not, or if you watched the recording later, wild plants. You want to find wheat? Wild plants. I'll put it in Discord too later. All right, let's pull out everything rotten. Oh, real quick. Leave the stale stuff. I can still use that, but I'll pull out anything that's rotten. Except for medical plants. And we're good here, good here, good here. Take out the flowers. Is that good enough? It feels good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Oh wait, the freezer. Or sugar beet, rotten. Sugar beets are heavy apparently. Pull out the carrots that are rotten. And that cucumber is gonna go bad too, so I'll go and take those out. Oh man, the work, what we've achieved is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we'll just go ahead and eat some sunflower seeds. And then what do I want to see grow faster? Info on the crop. Oregano. Lettuce. I'm gonna use it. The bread community is happy indeed. I want to see something real quick. So I do have a bag of a little bit of compost here. There you go. And then let's see if I can get some of this lettuce, some stuff. So add compost. How much did it take? Not that. Ooh, only got 2 out of half a sack. So if I go back over here real quick and then get compost, take 10%. So 10% of the compost bin is a whole bag. Yeah, okay. Wait. Info first. What have I already put on? Compost, yes. Compost, yes. Compost, no. Compost, no. There you go. So then you just add compost. And I don't really know. 2, 3, 4. You can get 4 out of a single bag of compost. Good to know. So a little bit of work. But I'm curious to see what it does for the lettuce. So I won't compost everything just because I don't really appreciate this type of gameplay loop. I'm not gonna lie. Compost. Leave the carrots alone. Oregano. And we just got a bunch of leek left. So we'll use the last of the compost that we have. But doing that in real, oh, that is real to real life. I agree. It truly is. Not saying anything bad about it. I'm just saying the process itself isn't necessarily fun to me. That's all. But, you know, if it turns into a great experience, lots of lettuce comes later, so on and so forth, that's super cool. All right, guys. This is feeling good. This is feeling good. Real good. Take a moment. Just think about what we've done, what we've achieved. Still managing our weight just fine. Again, we're about to start living the high life, eating that bread, making all kinds of different stuff. And it's part of the vegan life. Indeed it is. It is. Sleeping. Okay. What's his weight currently? We're at 75 kilos. So, and we're not underweight. We're not overweight. We're just sticking at 75 kilos. We're having trouble putting on more weight, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. We have maintained quite well at 75 kilos. So, which means that we're balanced. I think that's the way to say that, right? Sorry. Wanted to shave that face. Shave beard. What is his normal weight? What do you mean by that? So between 75 and 84 kilos is normal in game. So we're on the low end of normal, but still decent. He's a tall, lanky man, but alive. Alive. All right. Get ourselves nice and washed up and then kind of make some decisions, right? So do we fight or do we kind of do some work? Part of me wants to get more wheat just because it's the time of the year and whatnot, and part of me wants to go and find another generator. Oh, I do think I'm hurting on a few things, and it's just fair to say that we're not 100% well off. We're good. We're not amazing. I didn't put those potatoes away, my bad. I don't know. There's also a point where you're pushing your luck and potentially getting yourself killed over nothing. Acknowledge that. Why does my pants leg look like it has a hole in it? Where is... It does. Okay. There's a hole in my right shin. Yeah, it's just... You're seeing the long john. Okay. Well, I have a needle and thread, so let me grab a rag. And do I have just a regular set of rags somewhere? Hold on. Game. Where are my rags? I know I got my knitting stuff here with some yarn. I just need a rag. Put these potatoes away too. Long John Silver's or cinnamon and a tomato paste can go up here. Throw the seeds and gardening stuff in here. There you go. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Now I have rags somewhere. Close. Or they're upstairs. Rag. There you go. Rag comes out. Thank you. Got a patch. Or actually, it's jeans. So I think I need denim. Inspect here. I can patch with a rag. And there's your patch. So. Alright. Minor muscle strain on my neck. Why? I slept with a pillow. Alright. So I think we're going to town. Do you think we're going to town? I also think that we will always be looking at wild plants now. Because that allows us to get so much bread. And of course, it still is helpful to be stockpiled for the winter time. It'll be a long time before winter, but if I'm to the point where I've made so much flour, I have like buckets and crates of it, and all I have to do is grab it. Salt is another thing, but I know you can make salt in game. Salt, there's definitely a way to do salt. I just don't remember what it is. Or I can find it. When I'm in town, I can actually just look for it, so that's always fine. But there's a rocking game. I think it's limestone that can be turned into salt. You just need something specific. Well, I'll look it up later. By the way, the last day on stream, you know, it's still middle of the week. You gotta do the real stuff and whatnot. Let's see how it goes. Don't know. Don't know. I already missed my generators. Oh, the pain in the neck could go away. It was just some muscle strain. Not that deep. It's one of those things like you wake up with a crook in your neck, right? You get up, you stretch, you roll the neck back and forth, side to side, etc. All right, this is... So we activated all of this when we originally drove through to get to the gun club. But since then, we turn, and that's when it gets new. Do you have neck protection? The sweater, it's a turtleneck. No, we can say that. Hello! I did not grab the other axe. Alright, well... Perfect. So eager to get here. Look at this house. Amazing looking house. Great space. Not well defensible. Goodness gracious, look at all these windows. Door wide open. Hello? Hello? Friendly neighborhood. There's a big hiking bag. Oh my god. It's been so long, and then finally find the hiking bag. It's worthless. I just noticed it. Hang on. All right, so the hiking bag is 75% encumbrance reduction. However, that encumbrance reduction just gives you more capacity. It's the same as a regular backpack as far as reduction is concerned, but you do get more space. My Hydra pack may not actually beat this if I think about it. If I have a bottle of water and this, the Hydra pack is 85% reduction? Isn't it? Hang on. Double checking something. Yeah, it's 85. That's hard. That's real hard. I don't know. Hang on. I think the Hydra pack loses just by a little bit. Let's check. Yeah, with a decent bottle, these balance each other, but the hiking bag can carry more. So I'm still gonna bring the Hydra pack back with us. Let's just say it that way. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's nice to actually have a hiking bag finally, though. And I say finally, it's almost been 4 months that we've been working with some of the smallest bags in game. Wild. The work that we've had to put in, man. Work. It's eat a bag of potato chips, rotten broccoli, canned peas, brown sugar. I like that. As far as water goes, ooh, where? Back door. Okay. I swung super early. My bad. I hear zombie. Barricaded door. Okay. Somebody tried to survive. Stuck mom or dad in there. Give me the thread. Yes, I need that. Butchering, no. Yeah, I don't need to go in that room. That zombie can stay there. There is a basement back there, by the way, so let's take a look at the basement. I don't know if generators can spawn in the basement. The kid made it out. Oh god, this is a terrible spot to fight. What kind of room is this? Yo, it's a sound room. Music production? This is an actual music room, yo. They were jamming, man. Oh, that is awesome. Wait, does this count as electrical? It surely does. Look at that. Okay. Safety scissors. No, 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 no. Super cool to see. I dig it. Alright, let's get out. And nothing here to see. So what are we searching for? Remember, we are looking for a generator. Everything else is extra, which is nice, but still, the generator is what we're specifically looking for. Oh my god. I just found acorns. I haven't actually seen acorns this entire run. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, this is gonna be hard for me. No, there's a fair amount of zombies back here. Hi, hi, hi. Those gloves on you, sir? I would love to take an extra pair of gloves with me. Other gloves. No holes either. Perfect. Key to the residence. I will take that too, if I can. Yeah. When I take off my gloves? No, my gloves are still on. I just now have extra gloves. Of course, the window's already broken. Oh, it's nice and looted already, eh? Down he goes. Notice I haven't done any French cheese tonight. Perfect. Yeast. Always have yeast since we're going to be making so much flour. Look forward to figuring out how to make yeast in game 2. There is a jar of uncooked eggplant. Yes. Ah! Oh, that could have turned bad. I shouldn't have freaked out just now. Ooh. I don't like my situation. I'm out. Good. All right, we worked it out. Fishing level 3. Sounds nice. Drink some water. There is a basement there. Got a few zombies there. I just saw them. Door open. Coveralls. Thing. Ooh, not liking my situation. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, it's okay. Done. Sweet. Ooh. Oh, it's a good looking house. Had a fair amount of stuff. It looks like I would have loved to have reached this house before we made it to this point, just to see what is actually here. Oh, that's right. The van has a deep freezer in it. I forgot entirely. Plaster, spade, scythe. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Welding mask. I think I don't actually have a welder's mask, which is now enabling me to start doing some metalworking. We had the propane instead there. I said propane and the game gave me propane. I don't need that though. I have the torch already and I have a propane tank at the house, so we're okay. We're okay. Let's get out of here. Yeah. Huge basement, indeed. But it's a pretty big house. Pretty big house. I don't know. I think we just take a quick minute to catch our breath. And then we move on. Okay, so the question is going to be, where am I going to find a generator at this point, right? So I don't want to be in the habit of looting every house because I don't really need to. Well, that's not true. If I find yeast and salt, those are all things that are going to enable us to keep doing what we're doing with this flour. So, is there any particular need? No, not necessarily, other than 1, enabling the skill, 2, getting access to other recipes. So, always nice. It's a house in development, which means wood, but not a generator. So that's not going to do me any good. Let's just keep it walking real quick. So let's load up all the cells, see what happens. I'm very interested in this home. Fences everywhere, lots of privacy, vines all over the place. I'm afraid of this home. Just from the silhouette, it looks like a horror situation, but you know, we'll see when we get there. Yeah, look at this home. Goodness gracious. Definitely looted already. Yeah. Yeah. Lights going. Okay. Which is another thing that I didn't realize, or maybe I hadn't thought about, but now with this looting mechanic the way that it is, you won't get homes that spawn zombies because everything's already busted open, right? Lots of jarred items though, so I'll dig that. It's not poppy pods, so I don't think I'll pick up the flowers anymore. No. Forest road, jawbone, eggs. Again, we're just looking for opportunities to find a generator. Oh, these are some expensive homes. Okay. Hold on. Let me get in a good spot. No. I don't remember if I have drag dial turned on. Worked out. We're good. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We're okay. Had a moment. I had to breathe. That's that. Sorry about that. Goodness. Yeah, this is harder than it seems, because when you're specifically searching for something, Zomboid doesn't like to give it to you, and that is a fact. And we said the words, we are looking for a generator, so the game's like, no generator for you, other than the ones you already found, and I'm on the wrong side of these buildings. The garages are on the other side, these are the front of the houses, so let me see if I can get to the back through this house and then walk down the alley. That's how we do that. My bad. I also need to slow down a bit so I can catch my breath. Last. Alright, so this is where I'm going to take a breath. Let me just rest for a moment. Were you actually sitting it? Yeah. Speed up time. And there we go. Okay, so we want to see garages. That's what we're looking for. Back of homes are nice. I can grab some water in one of them here in a second, but if I open up a garage, then I can see if there is a generator there, because the garage would have a generator. Nothing else. And of course, when I say the words, the game was like, you want to fight for it? Yes, I do want to fight for it. Come get it. It's one of those other things, PR bar. Some people say garage. Some people say garage. Garage. Nothing. House isn't bad though. Sir, pay attention to your surroundings. How dare you not pay attention to me? Is there a kitchen over here real quick? Let me get some water and then I'm out. This is... I gotta go through here to get to the kitchen. Very interesting. Drink water. A lot of zombies coming this direction. I don't like that. No. I don't like that at all. Can we... Oh, God. Ooh, ooh. Jerks. Hey, you tried to get me. Ooh, goodness. I admit that was close. Oh no! Nightstick. I need to get that axe head. Okay, time to go. All done. All done. So, looting experience is over at this point. Let's go get back to the van, call it a day looting, and then we will take it easy for the rest of the cycle of this day and move on. But I mean, you gotta be fair. How much work did we do? A lot. 3,434 kills. Still looking for that second generator, but we're not bad off if we're honest about it. Axe skill is coming along nicely. You know, we're working on short blood if we use the nightstick, but we have the stamina and strength to manage it. It's okay. Things are fine. Things are fine. Right. And of course, we have the power now. We have the power to make flour. Went to look at here just because it looked interesting, but now it doesn't. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I've been concerned about with the new system, because, you know, it does put you in a situation where actually this is more interesting than you might think. I didn't think. Ooh, wait. Can I switch my pants? These are long shorts. I need proper pants. Anyway, I was about to say that, you know, one of the problems of Project Zomboid for a lot of people is, you know, if you go to a new town, you have to fight through a crap load of zombies. I've said that in the past. That's not true anymore. Actually, the longer you go, like after the 30-day peak, it actually is going to come down. So your zombie population is going to peak at 30 days, and then around the 90-day marker, it's going to drop dramatically because the house spawns won't have zombies flood into the streets. So you end up in a scenario where you have double the amount of zombies at 30 days, and then that's reduced by 50% come day 90. Huh. It's not so much of it being part of a patch notes or not. I think it's a consequence of the new system. So the previous system, you know, you're inside of town, and yeah, zombies on the road are still zombies on the road, but zombies coming out of houses have been significantly reduced by 50% essentially, to where you don't end up with such a big deal. It's interesting. It's kind of like a balancing act. Get through peak population, and then it starts to tape off a bit. That's my assumption. I mean, they're wrong. Functionally speaking, we won't really know unless we go up to like Riverside or something like that. And we're not going to do that. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's always the chance that we do something like that, especially if we don't find a new generator in this town. Oh, that's another thing. I can only imagine somebody who's done like an excessive amount of work in like West Point, for example, and cleared all the zombies and every house and looted everything and grabbed every generator. Like if you loaded in under these conditions and now none of your generators spawn with you, ooh, I could see that being, you know, pain, absolute pain. And you're probably going to go into debug mode and just respawn your generators. But we're not doing that. This gives us something new, you know. So we found ourselves wanting to make flour. We did that. We found ourselves wanting to find a generator. We at least found one. I am interested in figuring out how I should make salt. I know there is a way. I cannot remember. So, I don't think yeast is replaceable though. That's another thought I didn't have before. So, but even still, my foraging mind is telling me that yeast is probably in one of the categories, and I should check. Let's take a look. The focus category, trash. So I can still find yeast if I search for it specifically. Oh, but one sec. Yeah, I've got a bunch of yeast to go with my bundles and oodles and boodles of flour. I barely used any at this point with the massive amount of flour I have. And then where's my salt? Oh, salt is the one thing I'm low on. It is the one thing I'm truly low on. And let's see what happens. Hold on a second. We grab one of the pots of water. Boiling seawater or something like that gives you salt. Yeah, so, but we'd have to have seawater. And in Kentucky, that's not going to happen. Here, dough. You can use seasoning salt as well. I did not know that in game. So pretty much any version of salt works for you. But that too. Yeah, so 2 units out of the 8. So I mean, that's still a fair amount of salt, but that's only enough to get through one bundle of flour. So that's good to know if you didn't already know. All right, let me stick brown sugar in there and go ahead and put my canned cabbage away and then cook my jar of eggplants because that's a thing. Let's get that going real quick. Pull you out. Game. Game. You can just drink the water out of this pot, can't you? There you go. Turn you off. Okay, wait. All right. The pot of water situation is covered. I was putting away stuff and eggplants good to go. We stick those in the freezer like so. There. What else needs to happen? My acorns. Can you do anything with acorns and bread? I wonder if you can make an acorn bread. I'm very curious. See my sunflower seeds and lots of them. I can put acorns into my bread. Yep. I've got an acorn bread now. And then sunflower seeds to go along with it. Acorn, sunflower seed, and the poppy seeds. And all of a sudden you have a seeded bread that is wonderful with chocolate. 1,000 calories. Okay. I will cook that. I think this time I will cut this one though. So we're going to slice that here in a second. Here's my slice of bread. Multi-grain, yes, very much of a multi-grain bread at this point. So now that got disseminated out, and then I can make a sandwich. So my sandwich is going to be what? Ooh, that's hard. Come on. Mushrooms. Oh no. I'm going to pull out one of these eggplants real quick. So I found a wild eggplant earlier. Let's cook that wild eggplant real quick because in order for you to use it, it needs to be cooked. Now it's cooked. Then I can slice it onto a sandwich. Because eggplant burgers are a thing, by the way. There it goes. The eggplant on my sandwich with a little bit of garlic. I wish I had my lettuce ready to go. It is not, obviously. Are we just down to seasonings? Nope. Nope, we're still good. It'll be one of the greatest sandwiches he's ever had. That was it. No, it's not. A random vegetable. You put eggplant in it again. And oil. Just increase it. 700 calories right there. Amazing. The mushroom and eggplant sandwich. That is a thing. And we just take a look at his weight situation. Meh. Gaining weight again. Life is good. Life is very good. Okay, stick that away. Pop it here real quick. We throw my scrap electronics down into the right container. I can put my acorns away. Go ahead and stick my canned goods away. Are we okay? We're gonna take a moment to step outside. Yeah. Let's see. I need a medium handle. What's the best medium handle in here? They're all about the same. If we go here, go to my working table, I can assemble a hatchet. It's probably smiling while eating that sandwich. I agree. As life becomes a thing for him and whatnot, like life is coming together. You have to admit the amount of work and fight that we've been through to make it this far has been intense. Yeah. Every little bit of joy that we've been finding throughout the process is something that he would smile about for sure. Welded mask will go in the back here too. We're good. Do you want to make a note or a reminder that we need to water plants the next time we're on? But if we take a look here real quick, info, yeah, so they're fine, but you know, that doesn't necessarily mean we should water them later. These are composted, which is good, and I'm happy about that. Okay, so for the last bit, I'm gonna turn on the light as we're out here. Just do a quick walk. Don't want, ooh. Maybe I'll grab the acorn, so why not? So, forest farmland, that is a mix. Look at that. So, good to know that you can see that, and then it just becomes farmland. Don't like that, so we want to stay in forest. What's our kill count? Good question. Let's take a look. Question of kill count: 3,436. I think this is interesting. I keep dipping in between, so there's like 3 different layers that are over there that are just sitting on top of each other. It's insane. Okay. So why am I doing this at night, by the way? Medical plants and wild plants actually have the higher chances of being found at night. If you did not know, there's a full moon over me as well, so I have the best opportunities for these things, but it doesn't mean you can't forage in the night. Details. All right. Remember, we'd like to find some more wheat, and just because we can. So there is that. And I don't get leak, but we did lose a fair amount of stuff out of the refrigerator, so I also wanted to get a chance to look for things. Why you can't? It's not so much that you can't. It's just, again, recognizing what's the higher percentage chance for different things, and there's a higher percentage chance at night. Now, you'll note, you know, the flashlight changes its weather effect, but if I don't have a flashlight, look at that. It's a 50% reduction in time. So, kind of one of those things where you got to know what you can do and what you have. So, raining increases medical plants overall. Wild plants are nighttime and a little bit of other factors. Just kind of one of those things you got to know all the different nuances of foraging. And some of it you kind of learn from experience, and then obviously you can just read those things work too. But I have a big hiking bag now, so I can find things and carry everything. I don't think I'm gonna grab more seasonings unless I can figure out how to turn them into seasoning salts. I feel like there is a way. Once I figure out all the details, I'll let you know. All right, I think we're good. Still, we're calling it. We're calling it. No medical plants. Medical plants. Not interested in getting berries. Sorry. Mushrooms are a good idea though. Mushrooms always come in pretty high. It's 29 hunger by itself, you know. Sunflower seeds, always. Yes. In April, oh, I didn't realize it's March 29th. We need to be prepared to like plant a bunch of sunflower seeds. I forgot about that. Okay, I need to make a note. When we're back online, we got to carve out an area to plant a bunch of sunflowers as well. So that's another task that we need to take on. Not gonna get any black sage. We're just not consistently hurting like that. So yeah, we'll be back. We water plants. We set up the farm area for the sunflowers to be planted in April, and we are golden. Absolutely golden. But this is a solid fortune run. Solid fortune. Basil too? Yeah, man. All right, and get a water bottle. Oh, I have a water bottle. I just need to grab it. That's a good point. So please remember that. Okay, hold on. We are coming over here because I don't want to forget about the sunflower head. So let's do that. I'll also dry the basil too, so it can be used for later. That's a non-issue. Go ahead and do our flowers here. And then we do the big stuff here with the sunflower seeds. We are going to hop inside the house and we're done. I mean, as far as, you know, surviving, getting everything that we possibly could ever need, and then turning that into, you know, long-term survival, even if I didn't do, you know what? Hang on. I'm going to do this real quick. I want to see what this paste becomes. So I just made one set of seed paste. It is food. Whoa! How much? That's 2,000 calories? For 6 seeds? That's a huge gain. You can just eat that. I need to know what seed paste can be turned into. What can I add seed paste to? Just tell me it's a food item that can be added to anything. Can I spread it on like my bread? That's huge. Y'all don't understand. Where? Game. Game. If I have seed paste and I create sandwich with said seed paste, will that work? Tell me it'll work. Tell me it'll work. It will not. I don't see it on this list. Nope. Okay, so I can't spread seed paste on here. It's just, it's unhappiness. That is a ton of unhappiness. But look at the calories alone. I feel like this has to go into something. It has to go into something. I have to find it. Super easy to carry. I agree. You know, I have filled this. There is so much flour. I have filled this. Oh my goodness, I'm doing so much. Game. Yeah, I feel like Project Zomboid's trying to stop me. You can't stop me. Not at all. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let me stick these things away real quick. The man needs to sleep and drinks water. I acknowledge that. I'm sorry. The cabbage can just give you some thirst coverage, right? Right? If we eat the cabbage, it'll be okay. Maybe we can add it to a soup and it won't be unhappiness. It's possible. Hang on, let's check. Oh, if we take this pot, come over here, see if we can add it to a soup. Seed paste does not show up in stew. Seed paste does not show up under soup. I gotta figure out what seed paste actually goes well under. But it is edible. We'll be very clear about that. It's very edible. Alright, dude, it's too a lot. We got super engaged in this one. Okay, so for next time, and actually, we'll pull up the map and then pause intentionally. Let's come over here and make some notes because I feel like I'm gonna forget this stuff. Okay, seed paste usage is number 1. Next up, we need to find generator number 2. We need to do what else? Water the garden. We need to do what else? Oh, a clear area for sunflower patch. Good. All right. And symbols circle. So these are the things that we want to achieve the next time we're online together. All right. Figure out what to do with the seed paste. Find generator number 2. Water the garden. Clear the area for the sunflower patch as April comes in. So dig it. But that is huge to see. Yeah, again, 6 sunflowers, which that's not even 1,000 to turn into 2,000 and whatever, bro. I could eat the seed paste and then just make some great meals later and make them more happy. I feel like there's something there, but I did notice that it said fresh, so it does go bad. So unlike the sunflower seeds themselves, that will not go bad on you. The seed paste will, but there's a whole exchange here. Goodness gracious, got to figure it out. Anyway, all right, let's call it night. I'm out. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna see you guys next time and whatnot. I'll have answers for you, or we'll figure them out together. Okay. As usual, if you made this far in the video on YouTube, thank you. I appreciate you. Please click the like, give us a comment, share, and/or pop in with Twitch and hang out with us in the future. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Good night. Sleep well.